Mr. Joe Schessler.
Thank you, John.
Good evening, Joe.
Good evening, Mr. President. I'm Joe Schessler, Vice President, Unit B, for California School Employees, Long Beach Chapter 2. And I'm also an employee of the district. I serve you in the capacity of sign maker, and I love my job and I love working with this district. Now down to business. I sit on the district's Health Advisory Committee. If you look at how much our rates increased this year, you'll notice we've been doing our job. 1.5% compared to other districts our size at 15 to 17% increases. Things are going pretty well for us. We're taking care of a lot of the mistakes that have been made in the past, trying not to rush into things because those were big mistakes. However, on the purchasing and contract report, number 4, the agreement with Fringe Benefits Management Company. They will be replacing American Fidelity as our 125 administrator. When the district put out the RFP looking for another 125 administrator or to see if American Fidelity would still work for us, actually nobody met all the requirements. So the benefits committee didn't have an opportunity to sit in on the interviews with the RFP. A few directors from the district did these interviews, and I'm not sure exactly how it was weighed out, which qualifications were worth more than others. However, I see a problem by changing to this administrator. When I met this person at the benefits committee, my impression was they have no capability for our employees to enroll online. They can't sit down with our employees to explain what a 125 plan is. They can't explain to our employees how much money they should set aside from their paycheck. They can't explain what are covered expenses. However, you could call their number in Florida to get this information. One of the committee members from CSEA called that number during our committee meeting, and in 5 minutes still had not gotten any answers or anybody on the phone. This year, when we change into this company, we're going to have to do our enrollment on paper format. The district's going to have to transcribe the data, which CSEA definitely objects to because we've seen problems with the data before. And this is a negotiated benefit that CSEA negotiated to offset our health care costs.
Can I ask you a question? I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
I just want to make sure I have it straight. So you were at a committee meeting when they were, basically this meeting was designed to meet the players and determine who you were going to go with for the new broker. Is that right?
Mr. Ellis, we've been told in no uncertain terms that it is an advisory committee, although we've played a key role in helping to select the plan administrators, the consultants, the plans. I myself helped to work out with Mr. Stallings the plans that we have for CSEA. We have been very instrumental in it, although this time we were told this is a rush, we got to get this done. It was after the fact, and I went on record objecting that we object to the district doing this unilaterally without involving the committee, and I understand this is being considered as an administrative function. But again, John and Mary, you know what happens when we rush into things with health care.
Please don't misunderstand my question. I'm not asking to imply that it was anything other than what you're saying. What I'm trying to get at is the person that was representing this firm that we're about to vote on was not able to explain what a Section 125 plan is? Is that
Oh, no,
correct?
Mr. Ellis. She could explain it to us, but our members don't exactly understand. I believe there's only 400 employees in the district that are enrolled in it.
Okay.
And Chris knows, as time goes on and people see the benefit in it, more people will enroll. Well, American Fidelity did this at no cost to the district. Now I believe you're going to be paying $4 per person per month. And if we have another 2,000 people enlist into it this year, that's going to be quite a cost to the district. And when we go into negotiations looking for something, this is money that we could have used for something else. When we had a plan administrator that would do it for no fee, I just can't see the district putting out this type of money, especially when they don't even have electronic capabilities. And it may just be for this year, I don't know. I believe that's what we were told. But it doesn't seem to be as big of an outfit as American Fidelity. And I know that originally there were a few problems with American Fidelity. It may have been with data transfers with the district and a misunderstanding of site visits, but I believe that a lot of that was worked out. And we were very disappointed that they weren't given a second chance.
So it's the case that they charge more for this information or for this kind of counseling on how to properly use the Section 125 plan. It's not the case that they were incompetent or unable to...
We haven't seen them perform yet. My impression from being on the Health Committee and from what I've learned over the past few years, I'm not confident of them. I know that American Fidelity, when I use my 125 plan and I need reimbursement, I get it. I knew that if they were going to do the enrollment this year, one of their representatives would sit down with me with a laptop and ask me what my expenses were, show me what's covered, and we would figure out how much to take out of my check. We're not going to have that anymore.
Were those issues raised? I believe you said those issues were raised at the time in the committee?
Absolutely.
Is there any member of the are there any administrative staff members here who are at those committee meetings?
Yes, and that we can address that at the time you take the vote. And the Director of Risk Management is here, and she can address those issues.
That'll be fine.
I have a question too while we're at it. My understanding of these programs is frequently the companies lose money, that they're using this as a door in which they can get access to our employees and then sell other kinds of supplemental plans.
Yes.
Was that your impression also at the meeting that you held with these people?
Well, I don't believe that this company, Dr. Barton, has other plans that they want to sell. They strictly, I think, do the 125 administration. However, with American Fidelity, when they sit down with you, they will tell you they have other plans. If you say you're not interested, it stops there. If you are interested, they have some very valuable plans. And I did question if we would be able to stay in our current plans, and we were told yes, we could, and even sign up new people into those disability plans with American Fidelity. They just wouldn't be handling our Section 125.
So, Joe, what I'm understanding is that you'll still have access to American Fidelity and their products.
For the employee purchased policies,
Okay.
Yes, but
All
not
right.
for the 125. Yes. And to me, this new company doesn't have the technology, and we're opening up the door again to another data transfer from paper to electronic. I'm not saying that the district can't do it. I'm just saying we've had problems in the past. They may have worked through those problems. And if I might...
Be proper for staff to respond to Joe at this point, or?
No, we should wait until you vote. And we can
Till we
pull
get to
item
the
number 4
item
separately and
number
have our staff.
Okay. And I also had one other item, if I might, to speak to real quick. I've been having some problems around the district, and it comes back to declining enrollment, declining funding, and declining classified staff. And last week I've had to deal with 2 principals themselves doing painting on our campuses. That is classified work. I've approached both principals in grievance conferences. One of them was very apologetic and said, I'm sorry, I had to do it because I had a state inspection coming. And the other principal said, I just don't have the money and I'm going to continue to do your work until Chris fires me. And I went to Chris with this. And I really didn't appreciate it. He was smiling when he said it, and we worked through that, but I don't think that he quite got the picture. And what it comes down to is, when I look at the job flyers on the board, thank you very much for bringing us some more classified employees. I see a lot of flyers for administration and upper administration, millions of dollars worth. I see consultant fees in here of $600,000, attorney fees going from $200,000 to $400,000, but we don't have enough painters to do the work, and the principals are taking our work. So please consider building up my bargaining unit. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe.